So, welcome back. I'm just going to say it out loud once and for all. I think this is the best anime this year, ever or maybe, but definitely this year. I feel like it, and I feel very strongly about this. And I will put it in a title, and I will scream it out because if you see this and you have not watched it, then you just should go watch it because from the moment I saw it myself. I was like, I like this. I love this. From the second episode, I was like, what is going on? So keep me in there, keep me hooked up. I wanted to see more. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to feel more. I was even crying because at first I was like thinking doing this episodical. I was thinking catching up with things. So if you know what I'm talking about, Ranking of Kings. It's a light novel I found. I just found it on my normal uh episode manga where I watch anime side, and I was looking at it. So let me explain that first. I was looking at it, and I was thinking to myself, all right, because I haven't watched really much anime, and I feel in the sense it was because I was too tired. I was tired about watching anime. I didn't like it anymore. I didn't like doing it. I didn't like reviewing or talking about it because I was just so stressed about how I should be doing things that I was not enjoying watching it anymore. And I felt that for a really long time. And I think even the last couple of months where it was better, I for example, I've watched Belle. If you have seen that movie, also a very great one. Very, very nice. It's from the same creator as Summer Wars. If you know that one, definitely also recommended to watch both of them. If I was you, I should start with Summer Wars, but he got a couple. They did the animation, the direct, and everything. They got a couple good movies there. But Belle was the last one. I think released this or last year. Not too sure. But I watched it last with my I think I watched it myself and later with my brother, but it was amazing. But nonetheless, so I wasn't watching really that much of anime, and not even reading a lot of manga. I think, and that's the sad part also about it is I watched One Piece. I mean, I'm reading it a little bit, mostly reading the manga, and I was reading Berserk, and we all know what happened there, and that's very very sad. I didn't make a video on it because even at that point I was not feeling like making videos or talking about it. But lastly, um, I don't know, the last couple of days, maybe weeks even, I felt like something began to come back to me, which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Um, but what I also felt was that I needed to do it on my own terms, my own way, the way I want to do it. And if there are people who like it and who love it and are excited by that, that's what I wanted to do it for. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to do it like this for the algorithm or the views. I wanted to keep doing it because I love doing it, so I can keep doing it and not burn out at a certain point. Because one of the things I also said in the last video I made, uh, about Chibi review. He was talking about Togashi and how he was sick and how he was talking about how terrible it felt when he had to do these color pages, which is insane when you think about it because he loved his work, but at some point it became that much of a burden. But we're straying a bit too much of the path. I don't want to make this video too long. Um, and if you are still watching, thank you. But I love this one so much, and it really, and I think that is something special. Let me know in the comments if you had that feeling once. I think many people had that feeling once or twice, or the first time they started watching something. got them so that just hit them in that special place right there in their heart, or that feeling, that emotion that was they just got got into it right away, like snap. First they didn't want anything about anime or manga, and now they're like, this is amazing, that's amazing. I've seen it happen with friends of mine, which are like, I really don't like. They started watching anime, or they already were watching anime, and they're like, oh, I don't like manga. So why do people read it? And I think a couple months later, they're like, I've read all of it. I'm like, wait, what? You read all of it? Because just in a second they got hooked on it, and it was really good because then you see how something can happen, and they're like, I like this because it's fast paced, I can see things, it's easier, it's faster. um I like both things, of course. I like animation because it gives a little bit more of expressing the way some things might happen or colors, but you give it more life. But at the same point, you can see it in the manga, the creator, the mangaka, how they make things. You can feel the art, the expression, the things they want to put in there and give and share with the world. Um, but all right, about this one, this is more of a general review recommendation, talking about it than just talking about all the episodes. But I really loved it. It was great. One of the things that struck me immediately was the animation. You gotta have to tell me if it was. I'm not the smartest, brightest person and know all it about it, but I really loved it. It was subtle at some points. Things in the background were a bit blurry, or little bit like they hadn't these thick black lines, and the characters had so that stand out more of each other. Um, that was something that I really loved. Also, the way the story was told. So in the first story part, we have Boji. We saw him, his story, his fight. Um, he's blind, he's deaf. People treat him like shit. Um, and then this black, sort of ghost dude from a clan that was supposed to be always evil guys. Um, you start to feel a bit angry against him in the first episode, and then the second episode comes and you start crying because you see his backstory, and you're like, how do they do this? Because his backstory is also, if you haven't wow, man, that was really sad. When I saw that second episode, I was like, dang, it's different. But the way they do this is really exciting and interesting, because normally it's more chronic. How do you say it? Like chronicle. From the beginning to the end. I'm not, sorry, can't find the right word right now. Can't pronounce it, I would say. But you have a beginning, you have an ending. Almost like with Star Wars, where you have like uh 867 or 788, and it was random. It was from the end to the beginning. It was all weird and rumbled. Um, so that's the same thing with this anime. You have episodes which show things that happened before, and then you come back to the to the present. You're like, oh shit, this is insane, and it gives depth, it gives feeling, it gives emotion. You start to understand situations more. You start pondering about what is going to happen, what is going on. Because at first, let me explain, if there is still somebody there watching this. At first, I was like, this is just a funny episode, funny anime, like maybe a minute or two about a kid, a king in his underpants, whatever. And now I'm like, this is some serious shit about big kings who are strong, and devils and demons and all the kind of stuff, and it's insane. But I will keep it there because it's already getting long, this episode, and I'm keeping rambling on. I know many people probably don't even watch it to the end, but if you do, thanks so much. I really appreciate all of it and all of you. Even if there's just one person who follows or likes this, sees this, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy it. If you like my videos, if you want to see more of me, I will be making more videos. I will keep up to date with ranking of kings, of course. Kind of pointing at my screen that you don't see, but I will keep up with that. I will watch it, review it every week, and from there I will see if there are more things to come. I will also be streaming. I have a streaming channel. I stream now and then. I will also put the links down here. If you want to subscribe, you can do that down there. I will put some videos, older videos. They're terrible, but even this is not that great, if you ask me. But I love it. I love it. I love you guys and girls. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Let me know in the comments what you think and all. And goodbye. Thank you.